Eshaan Mani, a Houston Family Magazine Kid Ambassador, and today I'm here in Sugarland to interview Sahana Gade, who is an 11-year-old who you've probably seen on television multiple times. She competed in the Scripps National Spelling Bee last year, as well as the Kids Baking Championship on Food Network. So let's go see what she has to say. Okay, so thank you so much, Sahana, for being with me here today.
Thank you for coming.
Okay, so I've really been enjoying watching you on the Kids Baking Championship, so tell me more about the show.
So the show is consisted of 12 contestants, which are the 12 best bakers of the USA for season 8, which is the season that I'm on, and I'm one of those 12 bakers. So it's a series of auditions.
So how did you find your passion for baking?
So I first started baking at 5 years old, doing basically, I guess, helping my mom around the kitchen. And then around 8 years old, I started getting a little more serious, making a lot more complicated stuff.
Nice. And so do you remember what is the first thing you ever baked?
Yes, it wasn't technically baking, but it was Oreo truffles, basically crushing up Oreos and mixing it with butter. So,
nice.
Yes, so that was the first thing that I've ever baked.
So I see we have something baking, so what's going on?
So today I made some Napoleons. I'm actually making Neapolitan Napoleons, which is basically 3 flavors, which is chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. And it's kind of a tongue twister to say Neapolitan Napoleon, but yeah, that's what I'm making today. So here in the oven, I have some Napoleon in here, and it's supposed to be like a golden to dark brown. The process of baking this is pretty hard, but if you get it just right, then you'll probably get it perfect. So Napoleons, this is basically the base of the Napoleon. Next, I would, after they're done cooling, then I would layer them with something called pastry.
Nice. So what is your favorite thing to bake?
My favorite thing to bake, actually I have a few, but my all-time favorite thing to bake is French macarons. They're really, really fun to make, but if you just mess it up a little bit, then you won't get it right.
Okay, so now we got our essences, so what are we doing now?
So right now I'm going to split this into 3 because Neapolitan is made of 3 flavors. At this point, I feel like the Napoleon base is very, very cooled down, and it's very soft almost. Like if you don't poke holes and you don't put a pan over it, then it's probably gonna puff up like this. So a Napoleon, there's another name for it. It's a French word called. It's very hard to pronounce. I'll actually spell it. It's M-I-L-L-E space F-E-U-I-L-L-E, and it means 1,000 layers. And so this is another name for Napoleon.
So we've just finished the Neapolitans, and I hear that you've started your own business?
Yes, I started my business. It's called Sweet Treats de or the Sahana, and you would pronounce de if it's French or de if it's Spanish. And so yeah, and I started my own business because I really want to spread the sweetness of my desserts with other people, because I think it really spreads the joy of baking.
So when did you start your business?
I started my business on January 4th. That's actually the day when I had my viewing party for the first episode, and so I decided to launch my business on that date because, you know, it's a big milestone moment. So actually, I'm getting pretty good business. I actually have a cake to deliver on Tuesday. Actually, my favorite cake to decorate is actually a Mickey Mouse cake, and I love Disney, so I'm really excited to decorate that one.
Awesome. And I have a question, because I know being a student, it's hard to sort of partition your time out. So how do you balance baking, your business, and school at the same time?
So right now I'm in middle school, so middle school, I mean, it's pretty crowded. I go to a GT Academy, so I get a lot of homework and a lot of projects. I mean, if you really are passionate about something, then you will find a way to make space for it. So I basically probably, once I'm done with school, I probably do my homework, my projects, anything that I have to do for school, and then probably get baking. And I only open my business on weekends because I don't have time in the weekdays, so that's how I manage my time.
And so what happened behind the scenes of the show?
The second episode was a bit of a disaster. The night before, I decided to study as much as I can because with all these competitions going on, I didn't have time to practice. So with all that, I studied so much that I slept at 12 the day before. So I only got like very few hours of sleep, and so I kind of wasn't thinking right that day. So kind of out of my mind basically.
So thank you so much, and I'm really glad that I was able to meet you, speak with you, hear some of your secrets, some of your tips, and more about the show. You know, it's rare that somebody like me gets to take a glimpse behind the scenes, and I'm glad I was able to meet you and learn more about it.